finally, you're the one. Cool, listen. Tiano. I'm a program, you're the way. No secret is hidden under the sun. When no family, I was single. What we put in the judge or something we had. Who sees you now? When the musician we no one you want to go, or you get it, I was here. When I got the young that is about the people when nobody nobody I'm okay by everybody who so why you boss to go to the I got you there I will go to them you on the brother if you will already love what we were second I got a review day here. All secret will be opened.
Hello guys, hello, good evening everyone. All right. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, depending on where you're watching us from. Yes, the day has come. We've been waiting for this day to bring our brother, Ambassador Dion Osagie, to our live show. This is an exclusive interview with Ambassador Dion Osagie. So I want you guys to join us. You can throw in questions as well. We are going to open the phone as well to take up to 3-4 calls. To ask him questions directly by yourself. So we're going to bring Ambassador Dion Osagie in right now, as we can see him now in the backstage. We're bringing him in. Hello. Good evening, Ambassador Dion Osagie. What's up?
Keep watching Naija Watch. So, bro.
Very, very good. Very, very good. How are you doing today?
Another beautiful day in the state of Texas, man. Loving bro. Peace and cool.
So it's nice to have you here. People, they've been waiting for this. The last time we canceled it due to you're a very busy person.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, that we understand that you're a very busy person. So nice to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much.
We are going to ask you a lot of questions today. I hope you're actually ready for us.
We'll take you one step at a time, bro.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Before that, we learned that you are currently in America, right?
Correct. I'm in Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas is is for the past 3-4 years now. Austin, Texas is the best city to live in the United States. Austin, Texas, and is the capital city of Texas.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. All right. So, do you intend traveling to Nigeria very soon?
You know, I'm a freelance movement man. I don't know. I can decide to live tomorrow. I can decide to live next week. I can decide to live in 10 years. It's a matter of choice.
That's true. All right, Ambassador Dion Osagie, it's nice to have you here once again. So, we are going to go straight to the point because we don't want to take much of your time.
No problem.
We have the first question for you. As we all know that you were supporting Governor Godwin Obaseki, you know, in the just concluded election. You went far to, you know, to printed the billboard and all that. You know, we have some of your videos on our channel where you actually went to, you were campaigning for the governor. But so sudden, we woke up in the next morning, we now get to know that Ambassador John Osagie have, did I say decamped or changed his mind and started supporting Pastor Osagie Zayamu, which is why we want to ask you today, why the sudden change? We'd like to know that, and our spectators watching right now, they would like to know as well.
Well, thank you for the question. Yes, it is very true that I was supporting Obaseki before I decided to change my mind. I didn't change my mind, or I didn't decamp. That's the point of correction, okay? Yes, I was supporting Godwin Obaseki because when I looked at it, I lived in Edo State for 4 years, man. All right? And I've never had anything against the governor. But when I look at the majority of people that was supporting a Gospel Foundation, which is my brand that I started over 10 years ago, I felt that majority of people that were supporting me was also supporting the governor. I felt that the only right thing to do was to put my weight to my people's weight and make the dream become a reality for Obaseki. But why doing that? Why doing that? There was a lot of hate. There was a lot of threats. They destroyed my billboard. You understand? People coming out publicly to say, look, if you go to the campaign office, I will fight you. I will do this. I don't think that's fair. When I'm only trying to play my own part in democracy, somebody out there who are members of Obaseki camp out there trying to spoil my name, trying to threaten me. I mean, to have peace, I had no choice than to leave so that those persons who see me as a threat can have their way. So I did not wake up overnight and decide not to support Obaseki. It was because of the actions of people who were supporting Obaseki, how they were trailing on me, how they were backing at me. They had decided to take a step back. All right, I did not stop overnight and wake up and went to start supporting POI. That's not what happened. It was after some weeks when POI saw that I have a great potential. He came to my office to ask for support. All right, even if the devil come and meet me today to tell me, look, Dion, if you support me, I can make your dream a reality. I'm going to support the devil because I believe that once I am with the devil, I have the enough courage to change the devil to become a man of God. That's my faith.
Okay. Thank you, Ambassador John Osagie. I'm going to throw this in before we go to the second question. Like some people said, speculating on social media that you decided to support Pastor Osagie Zayan because he gave you 200,000 in your office. What can you say about that?
Well, those people are small-minded people. We spend an average of 250,000 every day. The records are there in our office. It's not something that we brag about. You see all our live videos. You are a good supporter of our work by sharing our video. Every day when we are on live, we spend an average of 250, 300,000 every day. So 200,000 naira is not money for us. On that same day, we see even gave out the money he gave to us. I was not supporting him because he gave us money. I started supporting him because I took the time out to look at his simple agenda. That his simple agenda, what the pastor talks about in simple agenda, is what we are already doing. And for him coming to our office to say, you know what, we appreciate you. Once we win the election, we can have a Gospel Foundation supported by the state government. 99% of what we do is the government responsibility. The work we do at the Gospel Foundation is what the government is supposed to be doing. So if a candidate of any political party, even not APC or PDP, any party, come to tell us, you know what, we need your support. If I become the governor, I am going to do this for you. of course I'm going to support. So it's not necessarily about the money. If you look at the simple agenda, it talks about security. We remove young people from the streets. Those young people will remove from the street are the future kidnappers and armed robbers. So if we remove these young people from the street, automatically it's helping security in the states. We pay a lot of medical bills for people. We have free school, we have a feeding program, we have done all this. These are all government responsibility. So I wasn't supporting POI because of the 200,000. I was supporting POI because I believe in the simple agenda.
All right. Then we are going to also talk about, before we move on, we're still going to stretch this 400,000 issue a little bit. We also have a video or a post where you supported Pastor Osagie Ezeyamo with 1 million naira. So it was also speculating on social media where your supporters were not very happy because they believe you use their own money to support the person they are not supporting. So what do you have to say about that?
None of my supporters will be angry that I use their own money to do anything. The people that are angry are people with small mind who don't support us. I'm a serious entrepreneur. I have a lot of businesses. All right. If the businesses I show on my social media platform alone cannot tell the average man like this guy is okay, he's living okay. If what I show on social media alone, if that's not enough to convince my people that I have my own money, then it means that they are very stupid. And we don't have a lot of stupid supporters, man.
All right, then. We are going to move on. Now, as we all know that the election is over, so I'm going to ask you personally that, okay, your principal didn't win this election. So what do you think about the election? Do you think it was a fair election?
Yeah, I think that this election was actually one of the peaceful elections in those states. I believe it was a free and fair election. I did not hear any bad news about the election. I really think it was free and fair. Of course, this is my first time of involving in politics. I may not know all the details about the election, but to my own understanding, it was a free and fair election, and we appreciate the peace during the election in those states.
Okay, all right. Because a lot of people think that the election was rigged and all that. Even up to date, as you know, that your principal have not congratulated the governor. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, he has his reason. He has his reason. He's entitled to his own opinion. He has I'm a JJC in politics. So however he thinks maybe he's rigged, I don't know. I think court will be able to decide that in the near future to see where they go from there.
Okay. So what do you think about the Governor Obaseki winning? What do you want to do people to expect in the next 4 years? Do you believe him?
I mean, as a governor, he has to be a governor for all people, not a governor for the PDP alone. As a governor, he has to be a governor of Dion Osagie. He has to be a governor for APC. He has to be a governor for all Edo people. All right? Politics or governance should not be sentimental. Because Dion Osagie did not support you to become a governor doesn't mean that you should not support the Osagie dream. Because Naija Watch did not support you doesn't mean that you don't support Naija Watch. All right? It's all a game. It's a matter of choice. Now that we have a governor, it is time now for the governor to call all important Edo people to say, okay, now the election is over. I have won. What is your dream? What can we do together? What inputs can you put into developing the states? So the governor should now keep to his campaign promises of creating jobs, legal support, security, benefit for every child, and all that. The governor should do that. So I think that it's time for the governor to show us what he can really do in these first 100 days when he's in office. By the way, that's an ambulance that you can hear. These are some of the things we don't have in Nigeria. Very, very basic amenities that when you are sick, you can just call, and within 5 minutes you have an ambulance in your front. Right?
Okay. All right. We're gonna move on. Right. As you know, your support, or let me say your reverse to go to Osagie Ezeyamo have caused a lot of hate and disagreement with a lot of people on social media, especially more of your supporters. What do you have to say about this?
I don't think that it could be a lot of disagreement from people with a small mind. All right, my choice should not have to affect any person's choice. We can have different choices and still get along. I have a lot of friends who are Obaseki supporter, but we still get along. So I don't think that my choice in supporting Obaseki supporting Izeyamu has created enmity for me. The people who are angry at me for supporting Pastor Osagie Izeyamu were never my supporter. All right, those few persons who are with me, those are the people that I call my supporters. All right, you cannot say you used to support Osagie because you have decided to look into a proposal that will even move the foundation forward, and my principal or the person I'm supporting did not win, then you are not mad at me. You are not my supporter. If you're angry that I supported Pastor Izeyamu, they are not my supporter. All my supporters are with me, and they are very, very happy about the choice and decisions that I made.
All right, Ambassador John Osagie, as I'm going to stretch what your answer right now. Like many people have also demanded that Ambassador John Osagie must apologize to us for supporting Pastor Osagie Izeyamu against Governor Gordon Obaseki. We in Naija Watch, we've seen that okay, everybody got a freedom of expression, association, and all that. So what do you have to say about that? Do you think that you've disappointed any of your supporters, or you deserve, or you need to apologize to anybody for your decision?
No, I don't think I've disappointed anybody. All right, I don't think I've disappointed anybody. If anything, the same governor they said I did not support was also a member of the different party. Some of the persons who are for me or who are supporting me, these persons did not like Obaseki before it came to PDP. I have friends who are strong PDP supporters. They never liked Obaseki. They criticized Obaseki on social media until the minute Obaseki decided to decamp to PDP. So it's all a sentimental game. All right. So I cannot apologize to anyone for making a choice for myself. So it's not going to happen, man. Anybody that has my choice can hug the nearest transformer close to their house.
Okay, we just got out of the question that we have for you tonight, but we just got a comment where someone said you were insulting the governor directly or indirectly, but do you think you need to apologize for that?
No, I have never insulted the governor. Any post I make on social media, I can defend it. I have never insulted the governor. If I say an MOU governor, I don't think that's an insult. I have never insulted the governor, and even if I insult the governor, it's not a crime. Donald Trump of America is being insulted every day by the public. That's why you are in a public office. As a leader of a state, you have got to accept it. I have not insulted the governor, and I will not insult the governor, but I will continue to tell him the truth that the majority of his staffs are very, very lazy, including and especially the SSA, social media SSA. You see them morning to evening. All they can do is comment on social media posts. When you make a post about the governor, they come there, oh, stop doing that. They don't do that. That's not what we want to see. As a social media SSA, as an SSA of the state, SSA of those states should be giving portfolio every week or every month. They should be showing us what they are achieving, not social media posts for 4+4. Governor Obaseki is the best. We understand that. As a senior special assistant to the governor, your job is to be able to do little things that the governor cannot get in touch with. I think that I play a better role than all the SSAs in Edo State combined together, because I'm able to show my own impacts on Edo people. The records are there. I'm able to show, like, okay, we send this Osagie to school. We gave this woman 400,000. We helped this person with a surgery. That's the big support of the governor. I've done it for 4 years without asking for support from the government. A random act of kindness initiative that I started in Edo State is a big support to Edo State. So I should be loved, I should be congratulated, I should be celebrated, rather than the constant insult that my people give to me. So that's how I feel about that, bro.
All right, thank you very much, Ambassador John Osagie. We are moving on because we have a lot of questions for you, like we stated. A lot of people think that you've lost your close friends by your decision to support Pastor Osagie Izeyamu, e.g., Nosa Obaseki, because of the post you posted during the time of the election. We all know that you've apologized, but a lot of people accepted the apology. Why some people said no, they don't accept the apology. What can you say about that? Do you think you've lost any friends during?
Well, first of all, I don't have any friend, bro. I am my own best friend. I don't have any friend. I made that decision a long time ago when I received disappointment from people who I gave my heart to, people who I gave everything to, who let me down. So I've made a decision that I do not have any best friend. I don't have a friend either. I know people, and that's how it is. All right. When I say you are my friend and I make a mistake, you are not able to call me to correct me codedly, but instead of going out there to show the world that you are more superior, that's not friendship, bro. All right. A true friend will call you every time you are wrong to address issues. All right. For Nosai Obaseki, I don't think I have any problem with Nosai Obaseki. I spoke to him briefly some days back. Via text message. I think he's in a good state. All right. Nosai Obaseki is somebody I support greatly. All right. I've been to several of his events to support him while he's having his movie premiere. The last one I attended was in Toronto. I drove 3 hours to be there. Despite the fact that I have privilege to get free tickets to go to the event, I bought tickets because I want to see him grow. And that's what I think that every reasonable Edo person should do to another Edo person. When I'm doing something, I'm trying to grow, all you can do is to support me, not try to pull me down. All right. So I don't think I owe anybody any apology. I don't think I've lost any close friend. I prefer to have one good person standing with me than have 1 million persons who are only there on the or say no way, many other time. But friends of mouth, I don't have any friend. That's my take.
All right, thank you. We're going to move on. The last question for the political area is that we would like to know, in any way, do you have in mind to sit in the governorship seats prospectively?
Look, man, Dion Osagie will continue to repeat it that I am not a politician. I'm just a humanitarian. All right. But what we have done so far in those states has proven that we have the capacity to lead our people if the resources are there. I have done what a government cannot do. I don't have the funding. I go out there, search for funding, bring it back home, help my people. So now think of having billions in the state budget that I can use to help the people. I will do a better job. So I have no intention of running for office. But if my people call me to lead them, I am going to do that with an open heart because I truly believe that as a State today, I will be a very, very, very good leader for my people. We are going to focus on the basics. Our people need the basics. Our people are hungry, man. There are so many homeless children, widows, people with pension and not get. So we're going to focus on the basics. So if my people call me to lead, I will be so glad to lead my people to a better day.
All right, thank you. Then we're moving on. Recently, you moved out of Edo State to Lagos. So we in Naija Watch and our supporters as well would like to know why you move out of Edo State. Because a lot of people think you move out because you don't want to be arrested by the governor. Why many think that you move out for every other reason? So we would like to hear from you today. Why do you move out of Edo State to Lagos State?
Edo State was too hostile for me. And for a very long time now, Naija Watch, you guys carry many of the videos out there. You will see that the amount of hate the people have for Dion Osagie becomes unbearable. All right, like I said before, as I am reporting to you now, I am in the best city to live in America, according to Forbes magazine. Living from this city where I live, going all the way to Edo State, which is the worst city I have been in all my life. Of course, Edo State is the worst city I have been in all my life after all my travel. If I've been able to deprive myself from my family, from the comforts to go in Edo State, I think I deserve a lot of respect. But one of the major reasons why I moved out of Edo State is because of threats. People call me Dion Osagie. If Obaseki win, you don't die or you don't die. It's not worth it. Trying to help my people, getting all kind of threats in the states, it's not worth it. And by the way, Governor Obaseki cannot arrest me. Governor Obaseki cannot arrest me for demonstrating my freedom of expression, my right to democracy. No governor, even the president of Nigeria cannot arrest me. I have my reasons. I am an American. Yes, I am an American, so nobody can just go out there to arrest me. I know my rights. I know myself. You understand? So I'm not scared of being arrested by the governor. If the governor arrests me, I will arrest the governor too. You understand? So that's the way it is, bro.
Okay. We're going to go into personal questions right now. We understand that you are into so many business and you move to Lagos right now. We'd like to know how do you tend to cope in Lagos, and what apart from your foundation, what do you do for a living? What other source do you get your money from?
Well, it's very, very funny, bro. It's very, very funny that many people will say, Dion Osagie, go and work. Dion Osagie, go and work. All because I have given my time out to help my people. Look, man, when I was 21 years old in America, I started driving. I started driving a cab, a taxi. At 21, majority of my friends then were going to club Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But while they were in club, I was working every single night. I was having 2, 3 jobs. While I was 23 years old, I bought my first house in America. From what I show on social media alone with my go cab, I have a taxi business. Many people did not know that until I showed them a vehicle of mine, a Camry that is stole about 3 weeks or a month ago. Many people did not know that I have a hustle. I have about 15 cabs in Edo State that give us money every week. I have Diaspora Event Center, an event center where people come almost every week to have birthday program, to have do all sort of things. I have currently we are working on a car wash, Cardo car wash there in Lagos. We have a diaspora lodge in Lekki. All right, and moreover, I have been able to save a lot of money that even if I don't work in the next 100 years, I think I will be okay.
Okay. Ambassador John Osagie, as you know, I know, and our spectators, every one of us know that a lot of people try to scandal your name by calling you the word scammer and all that. So, how do you intend to change people's perception over how they look at you?
I'm uh, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind or perception, man. I want people to see me how they see me. I'm okay with any name you call me. All right. I'm not working on changing anybody's mind. All right, because it's going to cost me too much energy trying to show persons that this is who Genosage is. If you cannot accept me for who I am, you don't need to love me. I'm just living my life the way I feel is good for me. So people calling me a scammer, those people are actually the scammer because you have to be a scammer to recognize one. If you're not a scammer, you will not say another person is a scammer. Until you are a scam, that's the only way you can start saying, ah, maybe this guy is a scammer. How can you call somebody a scam? Somebody that, look at it, Naija Watch. Our work is very transparent. Somebody come into our office, they did a surgery. All right. We say, what kind of surgery do you need? We send the person to a doctor. The doctor come, give us an estimate of doing the surgery. We don't stick with one doctor. We go to a different doctor to confirm. After we do that, we investigate the case. We call the person back, raise money for the amount they need. When the amount is completed, we take this money, we pay the hospital bill, discharge the person come back to say thank you. What is so coming there? I don't know. I don't know for our people, man. So I think that our people see me as a big threat. That is why they always doing everything to spoil my name with the hope other people would not like me. If I have not scammed you, if I have not robbed you, then calling me a scam makes you very, very foolish. The people supporting our work are not complaining. You that is not supporting us, you are complaining. Nobody have come to our office for the past 4 years to say, ah, the money they raised for me, I did not get it. Or the business they said they want to sell it for me, we did not do it. We have done practically over 90% of all the cases that come to our office. So where's the scam? All right. So I think that our people are very, very small mind. Yeah, I love the name scammer. Actually, if it's easy to scam, they can go and scam and help the people too. At the end of the day, I do more as an individual, as an organization, more than any politician in those states. I have done more than any politician in those states. The records are there. Anybody should prove me wrong. What we have been able to do as an individual, not a civil servant, not a government staff, what we have been able to do is way more than any other person have done in those states. They are billionaires in those states. They are billionaires in those states who have not done what we have done. All right. They
Okay.
are more.
Sorry that we have to call you there. Please, can you tell us about your real estate business in Lagos? We want to know more about it.
Okay, well, the real estate Lagos in Lagos, we call it diaspora real estate in Pejuleki. We are located right behind the Amen Estate. All right. Amen Estate is the biggest estate right now in the Ibejuleki area. All right. I developed this concept in 2005. I am a licensed Texas real estate agent. I went to school for it, but a lot of persons do not know this. All right. For a very long time, I practiced real estate in the state of Texas. You can check this information online. If you go to the Texas Real Estate Board, you'll see my name there. All right. When I moved to Nigeria, I found out that a lot of people needed a contact, a source to buy a genuine land. A lot of people want to invest in Lagos, but they are so scared. So that's how I made the contact. I was like, you know what? I can actually bring back people to invest in diaspora real estate, and our target is our brothers and sisters living outside of Nigeria who want to do something back home. And so far, we have done so well. We have a very, very few amount of plot left. Out of 100 plots, we have less than 20 plots left in the last 2 years. So we think that we have done a marvelous job helping our people secure properties in Nigeria. And we recently just opened in Edo State. We are currently working in Edo State Diaspora Estate, Benin City, and sales will start going on very, very, very soon. And I want our good Edo people to invest with us, not the bad ones. So the estate is for only good people with good mind, people who want to progress, people who see other people making it and smile, not hate. How can we be living in a world where people are seeing you progressing, people are seeing you having a good time? They will be so angry, man. The amount of demonic attack I receive is more than what they do online. If people can come out openly on social media to spoil your name, imagine what they do at night. Imagine what they pray against at night. A lot of people are wicked, but we thank God that we are true sons of God, and we are not afraid of any tribulations.
Okay, all right. We would like to know, because we're going to talk about your marriage right now, just a few questions. How do you cope with a distance relationship with your wife? As we all know, you spend more time in Nigeria than in abroad.
Yes, it's very, very difficult, man. 80% of the time I have to eat out, number one. 80% of the time I have to go get a meal from the third party, and I would love for my wife to make me a very hot meal. It is very, very difficult having a long distance relationship and doing my work. All right. I give strangers, people I don't know, more time than my wife, than my family. If that's not enough sacrifice for my people, I don't know what would be. All right. So it's very, very difficult. And the reason why I'm able to do the job is because my wife allowed it. My wife, before I married my wife, I've already had a dream of going to Nigeria to do this job. Before I married my wife, I've already had dreams to go into Nigeria to do what I do. All right. So, but the long run, you saw what happened. We had issues then, and made us separated. But hey, such is life. But we are going to get all that together at this point. I think my wife needs me. I need my wife. We deserve to be together, and all that is going to change. All that is going to change. We are going to be spending a lot more time together to make the marriage work, because definitely, long distance relationship is not good. But this is a dream of mine. All right, it's something that I was passionate about. If I was not able to fulfill all the dreams I have fulfilled now, I would not be happy in my marriage. All right, I will be with my wife and still be thinking about my dream, but my heart is fulfilled. My dream is fulfilled. I have done everything that I thought about 10 years ago. So I have shown the world that it is actually achievable for you to have a dream and live the dream. So you see so many other organizations are coming up in those states. Those are organizations we have inspired. People have actually copied and pasted what we have been doing, and which is a good thing. So I think that long distance relationship is very, very difficult for marriage. But I want to appreciate my wife through this medium for being so patient with me, helping me achieve the dream. And I think it's time for her to achieve that. So in terms of that, I'm working on making all our dreams a reality as well. Thank you for the question.
Okay. All right. Thank you for answering that question, because I think it's a very sensitive question. But we have another sensitive question again to ask you. As we all know that you have helped so many children. We in Naija, what we can testify to this, because we're actually the one promoting your videos. You have helped so many children, EG, or some of the men now that you're actually bringing up. I've met with some of the men up to 3 times. So the question here is that, how do you feel about your own biological child?
Well, I'm just 38 years old, bro. I am not 50. All right. A lot of persons my age are still living with their mom and dad. They have not even started life. All right. So I'm not an old man. All right. And of course, we all can agree that until you are able to spend time with your spouse, you may never be able to achieve this. All right. But again, situation that happened in the past made us separated for a while. But all that is going to change, and I don't have any regrets in helping strangers, in helping kids. Maybe that's what God wanted me to do. All right. Man proposed, God disposes. All right. Maybe God wanted to use me to help strangers before He can bless me. Who knows? A story in the Bible where a man was about 99 years old, had only one son, and God called him one night. You know what? I want you to sacrifice your son for me. He was actually going to do it. I think his name is Abraham or something like that. Abraham, who had only one son, and God asked him, you know what? I want you to sacrifice. He wanted to do it. So I have a lot of faith that I am going to be a father of many, many, many children, and we are going to have a very, very happy life traveling the world with my family, which is actually part of my dream. It's my dream to have my family with my wife and travel the world. Well, we have, yeah.
All right. We would like to ask you about a continuous rift between you and our idol brother about Obaze. What can you say about that? Because this has been a while now.
Go ahead. Funny enough, I've only met about Obaze 3 times all my life. Funny enough, I've only met about 3 times all my life. Since 2017, the young man has been on my case. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't understand why any young man who has a bright future will be trying to bring down another young man who is trying to make life for himself. All right. So I don't have any hate against Obaze. I think that he has a jealousy spirit. I think he has an intimidation spirit because if you think that you can become somebody great in life, you will never hate on anybody who is doing better than you. So I don't have rift against Obaze. I just think that he is a young man. His only source of income is politics, and he's always doing his best to protect his own income, his own interest. I think he's a nice guy who has a passion for politics, but he do it the wrong way. You know, doing politics doesn't mean that you have to burn all your bridges, because at the end of the day, your children will grow up, they will travel the world, our children will be friends. They need each other. Every adult person needs another adult person to excel. I'm a good testimony. While I was here in Austin, I've helped over 50 adult persons, give them accommodation. Some of them are showing me love today. All right. 50 adult persons right here in Austin. I give them accommodation, help them find work. They live in my room, in my couch. I give them food. So many persons who live in Austin are a witness. All right. So I think that every adult person, including about all those guys living in the Igbo forest of Nigeria, they should come together, instigate a change. Look at me, bro. I'm just 48 hours in America. Compare that to when you saw me in ShopRite some days ago. The rest of mine is obvious. All right. So me going back to the country to do my own quota in terms of development, in terms of seeing, okay, my country, Nigeria, I'm living in America. I have access to free healthcare. I have access to get an apartment. I have access to have a credit card. I have access to do many things. But my people are hungry. My people are on the street. I challenged myself. I left everything. Went to Nigeria for 4 years to do what I do. So every adult person should see me as a hero. Every adult person should see me as a brother. For the fact that I'm able to do that, nobody can do it, bro. Or can you do it, Naija Watch? Can you go do what I do for 1 year? Huh? With all the insult I receive, but I keep going because of the love of the people. You understand? So, my dear brother Albert Obaze, if you ever get to watch this video, please change your way, man. Change your way. Love your people more. I don't hate anybody, man, because hating people is too much stress on me, man, because I have a lot of things I think about. Hate is not one of them, bro.
All right. We need to move on. You know, as we know, the situation between you and Albert has been going on for a while, but that was do hope that somehow, someday, both of you can sit together and eat together as Edo brothers.
A lot of persons have made efforts. All right, like a lot of persons have made effort, like our brother in Canada, Patinju. There's another guy in Benin, Mr. Roy. You know, We have made effort. Look, man, what are you fighting me for? We don't do the same work. We don't live in the same street. We have never had the same girlfriend. We are we are totally different. But the guy is so angry that people are showing me love. I don't know why, man. So I really hope that he can change his mind and move forward. Now that he has a new governor, which he campaigned for, congratulations to them. Now it's time for him to show us what he can do for the governor. Because being a supporter of the governor is more than just chatting on social media. Our governor, be a part of the impact. See how many people you can sponsor in school. See how many people you can give a loan to start a business. See how many family members you can help. That's how we make our state great.
All right. We're going to ask you another question because we need to end the Batabaza issue right now. And we also know that Sakuna Holding have been a very good close part to you, but recently, because of your move to Pasagezayamu, both of you don't associate no more. What can you say about that?
I don't think that's correct though. I think Usa Holding remains my Edo brother. I called him to congratulate him immediately after Obaseki was declared the winner. That's how I do my team. I called Osagie immediately they won to congratulate him. So I don't think that we have any issue. But anybody who have issue with anyone for supporting who they choose to support is the biggest fool of 2020. If you're having anger over someone for not supporting your candidate, it means that you are a fool because everybody cannot support your candidate. Like I said before, I would rather win or I would rather lose with someone that support me, someone that believe in me, than to win with someone that don't care about me, someone that don't even know if I exist. And that's my attitude, and I will not deviate from it.
Okay. We want you to tell us, Ambassador John Osagie, because I think that not everyone actually know you more than you. If you understand what I mean. A lot of people know you as Ambassador John Osagie, Chief Ado, and all that, but I think a lot of people don't know you out of you. So we want you to tell us about your immediate seamless.
All right. Well, I'm the oldest of 5 children. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. They all live here in the United States. My mom live here. I have 2 nieces and 1 nephew. All my immediate family lives here in the United States. I have no ties against Nigeria. I have no uh, I have no reason to even go to Nigeria because majority of my family lives in America and my late father is dead. All right. But the passion I have for Nigeria is what continues to bring me back to see what I can do for my country. All right. See what you can do for your country, not what your country can do for you. You understand? So my family, I think they are all doing very, very well. My younger brother, his name is Kennedy. He's a serial entrepreneur like myself. Well, my sister is a nurse, and the 2 younger ones are in school. All right. So I come from a very decent family. Uh, I mean, you can kind of see where I'm coming from. If 20 years ago we're able to enter America as an adult person, that should tell you that you know what that means. 20 years ago, being able to enter America. So that should tell an average person that look, this boy don't suffer. I never suffer one day, bro.
All right. Ambassador John Osagie, we are going to take about 3 or 4 calls, from our spectators right now. We want them to call in to ask you their own question. Please, my viewers, no insult. If you call in to insult Ambassador John Osagie, we are going to block you. Please be constructive with your any criticism that you have to pass to him. You are allowed, but be constructive. Please, we have the number on the wall. It's a WhatsApp number. Please call in to ask Ambassador John Osagie. We are only going to take the first 4 calls from you guys. Please. Right before the call comes in, we are going to ask you more questions. What do you want the adult people to expect from you in the next 12 months?
Expect a bomb. Yeah, we are gonna bomb everywhere with some new ideas. You're gonna love it. All right, since our old ideas is not everybody is not doing what we've been doing, and which we appreciate. We're going to come up with new initiatives that we don't want to announce yet. That Edo people will love it so much that they will know that Osagie is truly God sent. We have good plans for Edo people. We just want the Edo people to be carried along. All right. We want the Edo State governor to carry Edo people along. All right. The Edo people in diaspora have never benefited from the Osagie government. All right. The Edo people in diaspora have a lot of great ideas. Some have a lot of great dreams, a lot of great business ideas that can help Edo State. So it's time now for the office of the Diaspora Connect or Diaspora Commissioner to be active. This is a good time for the office of the diaspora to be active. This is a good time for us to promote tourism. This is a good time for us to promote art and culture. I have promoted art and culture through our Indian necklace more than any person in those states. The records are there. I have given out about 16,000 of this in the last 3 years. 16,000 people have this around the world.
All right. We have a call for you, Ambassador Dion. I give 1 minute.
Go ahead.
Hello. Where you calling from? What's your name? Hello. Hello. Good evening. Please turn off your system over there.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Naija Wash. You have a question for Ambassador Dion Osagie?
Yes. The question I have.
Okay, hold on. Hello, hold on. I'm gonna put you on speaker right now. All right, go ahead.
The question I have for Dion Osagie is not that they don't say Dion Osagie should not support who you want to support, but when you are supporting someone, you don't involve your business over it. Because that is like the way Dion Osagie is talking now. Dion Osagie is talking like maybe if the business belongs to him like that. I know he's the founder of the foundation, but the way people are supporting him all over the world is like everybody loves him. Everybody wants to go more higher. That is why they are supporting Dion Osagie. But when Dion Osagie made it very wrong was when Dion Osagie was supporting his own foundation, using it to support the candidate. It's not fair.
Okay.
I want Dion Osagie to answer that question. Why must you use your own foundation to support whoever you want to support?
Okay.
If you are a CEO, who wants to support, look at other billionaires, they are supportive, but they never use their business to support who they want to support.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. What's your name again?
Hello, my name is Frank.
Frank, calling from where are you calling from? Italy?
I'm calling from Italy.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Frank. Dion Osagie will answer this question now. Thank you. Ambassador Dion Osagie, are you there?
Yeah, please, can you tell me the question? I didn't get a clear voice.
He said, supporting a candidate with your foundation money or with a foundation, it was a wrong idea because a lot of people didn't like it. I know you shouldn't have done that. So that's what Frank is talking about.
Once again, I did not support any candidates with any money that has to do with Godson Foundation. I have my own money, all right? And secondly, I'm a leader of an organization, all right? Meaning that if I have my own followers, I should be able to talk to my followers like, look, this is my candidate. This is who I want us to support. So I don't think it's anything wrong to have a brand and letting your brand represent for the person you want to support. Because at the end of the day, the person we were supporting has come to tell us that, look, if I win, a God-sent foundation will be supported by Edo State government. The records are there. This is the support we have never got in 4 years. Even when I met the governor of Edo State in Belgium, when some person said I was fighting or insulting the governor in Belgium, the governor said he did not know me. When I came to Edo State shortly after that trip in Belgium, the governor of Edo State sent DXS to my office. All right. I went to DSS office. I wrote a letter of apology to the governor of Edo State. All right. After the trip in Belgium, this is 2 years ago. The DSS came to my office to investigate our case and send a report back to the governor. In 2 years, is that not enough time for the governor to say, wow, these people are trying, let's send them thank you. These people are trying, let's see how we can help them more. So me supporting a candidate that is telling me, look, your foundation will be supported by my government, I don't think there's anything wrong. So those persons who are supporting me will always support me, even if it's 5 people. And I have repeated it over and over again to our people that, look, your support to a God-sent foundation is not a support to me. The records are there. I say this all the time. I don't pressure people to support. I say, look, your support to us, you are not doing me a favor. You are doing your community a favor. So if it's only 10 persons that understand where I'm coming from, then I'm okay with that. So I don't think anything is wrong with supporting my candidate with my foundation.
All right. We have another caller for you. 1 minute.
All right.
Hello. What's your name? Where you calling from, please?
Yeah, my name is recording.
Okay, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Italy.
Okay, you have the floor. Please ask Ambassador John your question. Please be constructive.
Okay. Yes, first of all, I want to thank you, and I want to thank Ambassador John Osagie.
Thank you.
He's a really godsend to the world, not just only those in Nigeria. A lot of people are looking up to him.
Thank you.
Because he's doing a great job for the people that is in diaspora. Some of us that is condemning Dion Osagie does not know what they are doing, because we are enjoying a lot of benefits here in diaspora. So those in Nigeria, they are lacking a lot of things. So we need those people that can put this in order. Sometimes government cannot do it all. Government support, they contribute. So individuals do a lot of majority things. So Ambassador Dion Osagie, may God bless you. And my question to you is, please, do not look at those that is condemning you. Do whatsoever you need to do best for you. Your reward is waiting for you here on earth and in heaven.
Thank you.
And please, the government, whatsoever they can do, allow them to do. They cannot do anything, and do your own part. That is what you are called to do. And God bless you.
Thank you. Okay, we have another caller.
Appreciate.
Hello. Where you calling from? Please turn off your system over there. Hello. Hello. Turn off your system, sir. Hello. Hello. Please turn off your system over there. Hello. Okay, go ahead. Where you calling from and what's your name?
I'm calling from the Kingdom.
Okay, go ahead. Please be constructive.
From London.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I just want to make one two things to this young man called Dion Osagie. One, that guy, at the beginning, I followed him a lot. I followed that boy a lot. When that boy started, there was some glimpse of that he's going out to help those who are less privileged. But after a while, he becomes so left-centered that when you talk to him, you don't take advice, he deceives the public. All the day he want to make all those money for himself. Things don't work like that. The question is, I just had him say that, what has the governor, what have we people in diaspora benefited? I will tell you honestly, before, during Adam, for you to obtain your food in Benin, it's not possible. All those people, they will just rip you. They will rip you.
Okay, sir. But what is your question to him now?
So, question I just have to Dion Osagie, he needs to be very open-minded. You don't play him with people's foundation. He's playing game with people's foundation. You don't do that.
Okay.
If you want to make people go along with you, you have to be very open.
All right. Thank you, sir.
With your foundation.
All right, let him. He's going to answer you right now, sir. Okay. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you, sir. Okay.
All right. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. All right. John Osagie, we want you to answer those two questions. The first caller who called bring praises to you that you're doing well, that we need more people that can do what you are actually doing right now in Edo State, because the government cannot do it alone. The government support, so we applaud you for the good work you are doing. Why the second person saying that you apply selfishness and greediness into the work that you are doing, which is not right. So what can you say about that? Your responses to both of them.
Well, I'd like to appreciate the first caller who called from Italy, I believe. I think he's a very sensible person, because it's common sense. It's common sense that we as an immigrant, Edo people, we leave our country, our states, go to a different country. This country don't know us. We are not from there. They give us refuge. they give us money, they give us stability, they give us healthcare. Now, an individual is doing the same thing that many of our Edo people who don't like me are benefiting from. The what you can do is to praise him, especially a person who have lived outside of that country. So for the first caller, I appreciate you. You are a very sensible man. You can always reach out to me. I like to have people like you, talking to people like you, not negative mindset. For the second person who called from London, I don't know you. I don't know where you are calling from. But look, if you live in London and you are saying that the governor achieved a C of O, then you should be very ashamed of yourself. If you live in London, you are calling a C of O, an honorary document to say that you own this property, an achievement, is a big shame on you, bro. It has to be a big shame to call, oh, the governor provided CO. Is that not his job? Is that not the job of the government to make sure properties and life are secured? So now the government is doing that. You are saying that, oh, come on, man, go, tell that man to go to sleep. I'm not going to answer that question. Tell him I said you should go to sleep. I can't hear you no more. I can't hear you no more.
Hello, sir. What's your name again? Sorry.
I said my name is Teddy. My name is
Teddy from Canada. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Pastor Dion Osagie, nobody hates you. The problem is that you feel being. I know it's not easy. Even right here in Canada or in US, this part of the world. I know it's not easy for us to live in this part of the world to go back to Africa to make things easy for us in Africa. But sometimes if we have this opportunity, at least we should know how to use this opportunity. It's very, very, very necessary. You have a big opportunity and you have a very big platform. There's a certain things you can go. There's a certain things you can do. There's a certain things you have to know that, okay, this is politics. There are some you have to know these people are used to that system. You are not used to that system. So there's a lot of people who come and take you out of the system because you are trying to get into the system that you are not used to. So sometimes I just see you've done a very great job. But at the end of the day, I know it's not common sense. Sometimes you have to use our brain. You understand, brother? Try a lot, but at least try to use more brain on what things that you know you're doing.
All right.
Very, very necessary.
Thank you very much.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
I really like you, but something you're doing a very great job.
Thank you, sir.
Dion, you have tried. At least you have tried. But you need to like take some advice.
All right.
Very, very necessary.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah.
I think that's a good comment from our brother in Canada. I think that's a good comment. But a lot of people still don't understand me. A lot of people want me to act a certain way to be able to move the work forward. But I'm trying to tell my people that, look, this work is just a passion for me. I want to be able to live my own life and see affect the people. Some people want me to live a fake life so that I can be able to move my people forward. That's not what I want. I want to be Dion Osagie and still be able to affect my people. So when people say Dion Osagie, oh, you can't say this, Dion Osagie act like this, Dion Osagie dance like this, but that's not the way I want to live. I don't want to live a fake life.
In the other way around, people to allow you to make your own mistake and rectify it yourself.
And that's exactly the way I want to live. I want to live with my mistakes. I want to live with my regrets. I want to live with my success. I want to live with my wins. So people should not say, of course, for a very long time, I spoke negatively about some pastors who are not doing a good job. A lot of persons call me, Dion, stop talking about pastors. People will support you more. But that's not me. I've got to be able to express my views. That's part of the work we are doing. The work we are doing is not even 25% of the work we do. All right? That is just a dream to help the people. It's not something I want to do for the rest of my life. It's something I wanted to do to contribute my quota to the development of that country.
All right. We have just 2 calls to take. We have one right now and one more. Hello, please turn off your system over there. What's your name and where you calling from? Hello. Hello. Yeah, please turn off your system. Turn off your system, please. Hello, where you coming from? What's your name?
I'm from Belgium.
Okay, hello, Prince. Go ahead.
Yeah, about the question.
Okay.
I have to thank you for the good job you are doing in those states. Hello?
Hello, we are hearing you, sir.
Yeah, but what I want to say is that please, you have to come back because of the whole thing you have to help. Because they need him more than other persons.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, we are listening.
If you don't do that, they won't be happy because they can say a lot of comments. People will say you have to come back. It's not because of Osagie. Go back to America. It's bad, eh?
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your contribution. Okay, sir. All right. Let's take the other call. Hello. Please turn off your system over there. Where you calling from and what's your name? Hello. Hello. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Yeah, good evening. Where you calling from? What's your name?
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm calling from Germany.
Okay, go ahead with your question, sir.
My name is Dion. I'm calling from Germany.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
I want to speak with my brother, Dion Osagie.
He's listening.
Yes, sir.
Dion Osagie, you know what I want to tell him? Dion Osagie is a very good guy. Let's say the fact, if we have people like Dion Osagie, like 5 in that, I just say it would be better.
Thank you.
One thing I want to tell him, it will be very, it's a public figure. Anything you are doing, you can be careful because people need your mistake. People that are not saying your good thing. Anything good, people are not saying it, they want to say your mistake. That is why anything you are doing, you have to be very careful. Everybody cannot like you. You have changed the world. I know you cannot change the world of everybody in the state, but you have changed the world of one or two people. I like you. You are doing a great job. God will bless you.
Amen.
With whatever you are doing.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You only know who you love. You don't know who loves you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. We need to go now.
Anything you do, you are a good guy.
Thank you, sir.
Governor is not even after you. Nobody is after you. Nobody is planning it against you. You have to be a good guy. I want you to continue what you are. Don't listen to people advice. When you forgive Jesus Christ was free.
All right. Hello. Where are you calling from? What's your name? Our last call for tonight. Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir. What question do you have for our ambassador?
Yeah, I want to how did you answer the ambassador question? You said why he supported President Yamo was because he said he was going to support him. You know, China have been in that state, the commission have been in that state for more than 2-3 years now. Why have you not seen the foundation that is existing? Why have you not come up to show support if you really have this intention? Why would you have to be at that point?
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Your question is heard.
Everywhere in the world, where the foundation is endorsing the political party.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Dion Osagie. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you. All right. Ambassador Dion Osagie, we have series of calls coming in. I'm not sure we are going to take everything, but the last caller actually said the previous caller advice to you that if you leave the women and all the children, how do you expect them to move on with their lives? Why the previous caller said almost the same thing, that we need people need more of you in Edo State. But the last caller is saying now that if Pastor Sageza, your foundation has been in existence for a while, how come Pastor Sageza have not turned up ever since to support you? You only came to support you because of the election. Now the election is finished. Now he would like to see if Pastor Sageza will come back again to support you. So what do you have to say about all this?
Well, for the two previous caller who said I should go back to Edo State, yeah, Edo State is always in my heart, and that's not going to change. I'm a proud Edo boy. I wear it everywhere I go. I'm a proud son of the kingdom. I wear it everywhere I go. At some point in history, I was the youngest person or the youngest Edo person who visited Oba Erediawa. The Oba Erediawa told me that himself, that I was the youngest, that was in 2020, that I was the youngest Edo person who have ever come to the palace to seek prayers for the good things he's about to do for the Benin people. You understand? So other than that, Edo State is always in my heart. I have so much great love for my people. All right. So for the last caller who called, look, man, change is the most constant thing in life. If I have been in Edo State for 10 years and Pastor Isayamu have not supported me and decided to come in the last minute because he knows he needs me, I'm going to accept that. And I'm going to accept that. All right? Because at the end of the day, change is very, very constant. So even after he lost now, if he does not support me, I will still not be angry. Because at the end of the day, he came for his own political interest. I went for my own foundation interest. All right? So because if the pastor have won today, we would have been saying a different thing. Some persons say that, oh, if pastor win, they will dump me. I am not a use and dump. Nobody can seek my support, ask me to work for them and dump me. I have passed that. So Pastor Isayamu not supporting us all this time. It's not a bad thing. There are other billionaires in Edo State who see what we do, who have not supported us. But the man is going for a political office. He sees our potential. He sees our craft, and of course, we played a major role in the last election, and I don't regret it. My support of POI has benefited me more than what the foundation has done for in this year, and that's a fact.
So, John Osagie, we have a question here where people said you were supporting Pastor Osagie Isayamu for your personal gain, not for the Edo to move forward. What do you have to say about that?
Well, if you want to say my personal gain, I would like to accept it, because my personal gain in Edo State is a God-sent foundation. All right? And a God-sent foundation is currently the only foundation that is moving all Edo people forward. The facts are there. There is no politician that have done what we have done in Edo State, including the current governor of Edo State. Before he became a governor, let's be sincere, before he became a governor, 99% of the Edo people did not know him. I already started my foundation before Osagie became a governor. All right? So my support to Pastor Isayamu, yes, is a personal interest, and that interest is to move a God-sent foundation forward, and the God-sent foundation project is moving Edo forward right now. We created the initiative Make Edo Great. The current slogan for the APC and the PDP party was created by Dion Osagie. The records are there. So we have been making Edo great, and we're going to continue making Edo great.
Okay, we have more calls coming. Are you sure you can still take more calls? We should end it that way.
So let's take 2 more and get out of here. I have some work to do.
Okay. All right. Good evening. Where are you calling from, and what's your name? Hello, please turn off your system over there. Where you calling from? What's your name? Hello, good evening. Where you calling from? What's your name? Please turn off your system over there.
Yeah, I hear you. Good evening.
Okay, where you calling from?
From France.
Go ahead with the question.
Yeah, it's not really a question. I just want to appreciate the work of the Ambassador Dion Osagie. I want him to keep his good work, to keep it on. And there is one thing I just have a little words of advice for him. I don't want him to listen to these cock and bull stories out there. And I want him to keep on doing the good work God has sent him to do, according to the name given to his foundation, God sent foundation. Because he has been doing a lot of job with the name given as much. So I'm happy over it. So, and sometimes the response to people on media, I don't really like it. Because it's too big to respond to many illiterate on social media. Sometimes when you respond to some people, I just look at it as if this is and they don't have to respond to this.
All right, thank you, sir.
So I just want him to be out of that.
All right.
And what God
Thank you, sir. Hello, where you calling from? Please turn off your system over there. Hello, your system, turn it off, sir. Hello, good evening. Where you calling from? Please turn off your system over there. Hello.
I'm calling from Spain.
Okay, thank you, sir. What's your name?
I'm calling from Spain. Are you hearing me?
Yes, what's your name, sir?
My name is Festus.
Okay, Mr. Festus, go ahead with your question.
I want to congratulate my big brother, Osagie. May God bless you. May God be your helper.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate what you are doing. And brother, please, I will still plead to you. Please don't care what the bad people will say. Please, those our brothers and our sisters, our mothers that you are helping, please, we are all begging you, please go back home and help them, please. And my big brother, Naija, please, I want to use this opportunity to help us to talk to Abatoba to calm. Election have come and gone. They should come and forget about it all. We all should come together as one family to make those things forward. Somebody like Dion is doing his part. How about to still come out and be doing his part? Everybody will be doing things to help. This time is not to fight ourselves to be already in social media.
All right, thank you, sir.
To bring our talent the way we move forward.
All right, thank you, sir. God bless you.
We have to be steady now. This
All right.
time is not to be already. So, brothers, Osagie, God bless you. God be your helper.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
People are saying that it's because of money. Or for me, somebody has his own choice. You have your right to say, this is my choice. This is what I want to do. So if you do it today, it is good. If you don't do it, it is good.
All right, thank you, sir. We have to call you off now. Thank you very much. Hello, where you coming from? Our last caller for today. Please turn off your system over there. Hello. Hello, good evening, sir. Where you calling from? What's your name?
Good evening. I'm calling from Italy. I'm calling by name.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Courage. What do you have for our ambassador?
Well, I don't really have much, and I don't have any question to ask Ambassador Dion Osagie. To congratulate him and to say thank you for the job that we've been doing for those people all over the world, you know. I just want to say this to Dion Osagie for him not to man any noisemaker, for him to continue his good work. Because we that is living in the diaspora that we see what he's doing in Nigeria, we are really appreciate, you know.
Okay.
That is what I really want to say to Dion Osagie.
All right, thank you, sir.
We continue to bless him.
Thank you.
And he will never relent for him to continue to do what God put for his mind to do, because the dream comes true. That is my whole prayer for him this evening.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Right. I think we've lost Ambassador Dion Osagie there. He's going to come back. Right. Thank you, everybody. You guys have been so amazing. I think we're supposed to end this now, but let me bring Ambassador Dion back. So, Ambassador Dion Osagie, if we have to continue with this call, we're not going to leave here, because as I speak right now, the phone is bombarding with calls. So, the last 3 callers, they've been raining praises on you, you know. So what can you say about that?
Well, I think that Anamio, Gilva, Odiowe, Eworia, I really believe that if they have more people like Dion Osagie putting hands together to solve all the problems, I mean, things will be okay for our people.
Thank you, Osadolo. Thank you very much. Dion Osagie, Osadolo have gifted you €2.
Thank you. That one will reach me to Chop Burger, man. You will reach me to Chop Burger. One love, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I think that if Edo people around the world, if there's more people like me in Edo State, in every local government, doing what I do, the world will be a better place. Look at every good thing we have done. The people who criticize us are the people when we do good, they will never say, well done. If you look at the history, the people who don't like you will always not like you, no matter, even if you cut your head and give it to them, they will not like you. All right? Look at all the thousands of things we have done that is so good. Apart from the case of Osagie, man, look at all the surgeries. Look at the recent shelter we opened for women, where people can go and stay for free, right? Look at our school program. Look at our sports. Look at our breakfast program where we feed people almost every day. Look at our initiative whereby we have been able to convince Edo people, look, if you want to have a birthday, instead of you going to rent a hall, just spend 60,000, 70,000, let's cook for these people. People benefit from that. People wait 3-4 hours just to have a plate of food. All right. So it means that if I am doing this in Benin City, somebody is doing it in Oriomo, another person is doing it in Ego, a lot of changes can happen. All right. So to all the good people who appreciate me, I want to tell you that I love you. Many messages that we have received because of the love they have for me. We are going to do our best. We are going to make plans on trying to reopening our foundation, but we are going to do it digitally. All right. Because I deserve some rest.
But Dion Osagie, we have a call from America. Do you want to take this?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening. Where are you calling from? Please turn off your system over there. Okay, we lost the caller, so I think we should end it there.
All right. Another day, man, we can do another day. You know, the movement continue.
Exactly.
I get a lot of things to do. I want to appreciate everyone who support me, even those who don't support me. I pray that God touch your heart one day to see where we are coming from. But on that note, if you know that you can do what we have been doing, I am willing to support anybody who want to take my place. I will be sending you accolades. You live from Europe, you live from Canada, you live from London, you go to Edo State. Do you know the risk I face every day? The risk of even leaving my family behind, my beautiful wife. Can you face that risk in a world whereby many women are willing to leave you if you will only spend 2 months apart?
All right. Dion Osagie, we appreciate your time with us today. As we can see that it's not everybody that hates you. All the calls that came in, since we wanted to take just 3 or 4 calls, I think we took more than 12 or 14. And in that 14, you can see that you have more love there. Why most of them also throw some advice to you as well. We understand that you cannot take everyone's advice, then you're going to be confused. But in the other way around, you know that people still love you. That's the bottom line of whatever that is going on. So the question here now we are going to ask you from Naija Watch is that when are you moving back to Edo State? When are you restarting back your foundation?
I will restart when you move with me. You have to be my partner, Naija Watch. Me and you will go there together. Then we can go and start. Any day you are ready, we'll go together. What day do you want us to go?
No, listen, everyone got their field, you know.
No, but I want you to work with me this time. I know you have a feed. I want you to work with me this time.
Okay. All right. We'll talk that outside the camera.
Okay.
You know?
But I'm already talking to my staffs to see how we can train them, to put them in the industry, because many of them are very, very talented. I think that they can continue to do what we've been doing at the Gospel Foundation. They will never be able to do it as much as I do it. But at least we can still be giving a little bit of hope to the people through our platform. We believe it's going to work. We are coming up with a very beautiful plan, and very, very soon we'll make that happen.
All right. Thank you, Ambassador Dion Osagie. We really do appreciate you today. As you can see, that a lot of people are throwing on love. If you look at this comment section,
tell them I love them too. And I continue to say that loving Dion Osagie is not on social media right up. I have said this many times. Loving Dion Osagie is not by making beautiful comment on social media, fighting who fight me. I have said it. Nobody should be fighting people who fought me. Nobody should criticize people who criticize me. If you know you love Dion Osagie, when people talk bad about me, you call me. Dion Osagie, yes, 50,000 naira. Go and enjoy yourself. That's what I call love. I love action love. I don't love social media love.
All right. Thank you, Ambassador Dion Osagie, once again for your time today for this exclusive interview. You've been here before. This is not your first time coming to our station. So we all have been doing this together right from the beginning.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you too. So we are going to do this show right now. We want you to use 1 minute to address those, especially those in diaspora. Anything, just 1 minute.
All right. To all my Edo people globally, I want to assure you that Dion Osagie remain your very, very, very loving brother. But one thing you can say about me, very stubborn. You have to be stubborn to do what I do. You have to be stubborn to live in a country like Nigeria. A lot of people will never understand my arrogancy. You see that when I'm in America, I am more calm. But in Nigeria, people don't listen unless you are very, very aggressive. This is the system we live in. I had to adopt. I learned that a long way. All right. So many of you are seeing me, Osagie is arrogant. No, you don't know me. If you get to spend time with me, for those of my followers who have actually came to Nigeria to spend, look, because of Osagie, a lot of Edo persons who have not been to Edo State came because of me. Our Godsend Foundation office have received more Edo in diaspora than any office in Edo State. These are true. We receive people from all over the world. So Osagie is your brother. Continue to love Osagie. Continue to support Osagie. I am not the devil. I just want a better day for all our children. I love you guys. Together we'll make a difference. Naija Wash, thank you so much for the support to all Edo brands. You are doing an amazing job. And may God continue to bless you, my brother, my friend. Together we'll make Edo State a great place. One love.
Thank you, Ambassador John Osagie. We appreciate you for coming. We are going to do this once again anytime soon. Thank you and have a blessed evening. Right. Thank you, everyone, for letting this happen. We are done for today. Yes, that was your brother, your Edo son, Ambassador John Osagie. We'll be chasing him to bring him to the live broadcast to ask him more questions, his personal questions, his foundation, the reason why he moved out of Edo State. And he answered everything. You know, I moved out of Edo State because of, you know, he said it there. We asked him about his wife, the distance relationship, how is he coping with that as well. We asked him about his biological child. We asked him every question. In case you just joined us, you can go back and watch this video so that you can actually see that Ambassador John Osagie didn't skip any question today. Rather, they answered even more than it. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate you so much for always joining us whenever we are doing this. We'll let you know the next person we are bringing for you. And anything you want us to do, also let us know. Anybody you want us to bring here, let us know. Anything you want Naija Wash to do here on our channel, as long as it's not against our rules or against YouTube rules, of course we'll do it. If I cannot do it, my workers will do it. You know, it's just that a lot of people are saying that Naija Wash, we want you to be doing. I cannot always be doing it. You know, I will be doing it. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, we need to be doing a rotational time, you know, with my staffs. Thank you very much, you guys. We appreciate you all. Without you, we can't do this. We are going to end this right now. Let me look at the comment section. Okay, thank you. God bless you too. Adiega Azu. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you all. Okay, somebody's there. Desmond Osas, come and interview me. Of course, Desmond Osas, if you want us to interview you, we don't mind, depending on what you want to talk about. We don't segregate and we don't look down on nobody. You know, we've talked about this in the previous time that, you know, we see everyone to be an equal person. So there's no need to look down on anyone when you are doing anything. So if you want to be on our show and you want us to bring you here, of course, why not? We'll bring you here if you want to talk about, because we're going to start another session soon where we're going to talk about our family back home. Many of our brothers and sisters in diaspora are suffering. Many of us have passed through pain, and from our immediate family or extended family, maybe by building a house, by doing one business and all that. So we are planning on stuff like that where people can call in if you don't want to show your face, so if you don't want your family people to go stone you to death or something like that, you know, then you can call in like the way people were calling earlier on. Then you can call in to talk about your own story. Me, Naija Wash, I'll talk about my story. If it's going to be my staff that will be handling this show, this particular one that we're trying to introduce, they will talk about their own story. You can call and talk about your own story. The reason why we are going to be doing this is that to illustrate and educate every of our Edo brothers and sisters in diaspora, because many of us are passing through pain. After you've suffered so much for so many years, you send the money back home, one person or the other claiming to be close to you, or your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, and they use the money for their personal gain. And at the end of the day, you know, it's very painful, man. You know, a lot of people earn 1,000 euro a month. Some of them earn 1,500 euro a month, and they have to pay house rent, eat and pay bills and all that. So the little they can save from it is painful to hear that tomorrow one of your relatives use the money for their own personal interest. Is very, very difficult. Is difficult to accept. So because of that, we are going to create this show to bring people in here so that we can be talking more of this, so that many of us can educate ourselves, Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you so much. Someone is saying, yeah, bring Monica here. Yes, of course. When the time comes, we'll bring Monica here. Other person is saying we should bring Lolo. When the time comes, of course, we'll bring them, those sisters, regardless of whatever they are passing through right now. Yes, I believe there's time for everything. A time will come, Monica and Lolo will be in the past. They'll become friends again. All this problem right now that's going on social media will be over. But one thing I want to assure you all is that nothing lasts forever. So many people think that these guys are going to fight and fight and fight every day. Lola are going to get tired someday. Monica are going to get tired someday, and they'll move on and face their family. So of course we'll bring them here when the time comes. We don't just bring people here because for the sake of bringing people here. We'll bring people here to have a meaningful thing to tell us and tell our spectators as well. So when the right topic comes, of course, we'll bring them here. We brought the Murphy outside the other day and all that. So like we said before, we don't want to make it like we're only bringing eminent people here, personality. No, we can bring anybody in because we believe as long as, listen, guys, as long as you live in abroad, I've said it before, as long as you live in abroad, I believe you have the same personality, you have the same priority that a billionaire in Nigeria has. Is the truth. It's depend on how you package yourself. You living abroad alone, what you give it thanks to God for, because for that you'll be elevated, you'll be springed up, your life will never remain the same again. Except maybe you're living abroad, all you do is smoke and drink and use all your money to do irrelevant things. Yeah, that one you can't actually blame nobody rather than to blame yourself. But if you are living abroad, no matter the amount you're receiving every month, you're supposed to be able to make good life out of it. You don't need to compete with anybody. If your friend go buy a private jet, happy with them, but you don't need to do the same thing. As long as you're happy, you're happy. If I finish right now, I'll go drink better wine, and eat better food and sleep. I don't care, even though I bought my wine £1 and the other person said he bought his own wine for £50. So I enjoyed mine, it tastes good on my mouth, and you enjoyed yours. So let everybody be happy. Happiness is a choice, So for me, we can bring anybody here. It doesn't matter who you are. You get me? So we love you all. Thank you guys. You guys, I never knew you guys love Naija Watch like this until we started bringing our face out. Because the time that you guys don't know the owner of Naija Watch or you don't see anybody on Naija Watch, we couldn't actually quantify if people were loving us or not, even though we're not having a negative comment, rather than the negativism comment that were on our platform were for those particular videos. But ever since we brought our face out, the love is just pouring and pouring, even though we know we are not actually perfect. Thank you, guys. We love you all as well. Thank you for joining us. We are going to say good night now because we've been here now for the past 1 hour, 30 minutes. We need to cut off now. Thank you. Have a good evening.